Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis and Arundel County and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, December 21st, 2021. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. Are you ready? Christmas and New Year's are coming, and whether you like it or not, we can't do anything about it. But to make it more palatable, check out our holiday lights map and go for a ride. You won't be disappointed. We've got great lights all over the county. You can get that at eyeonannapolis.net. All right, news. Now, let's get into it, shall we? Governor Hogan tested positive yesterday for COVID-19 with a rapid test in the morning and was confirmed with a PCR test a little bit later on in the day. He has been vaccinated twice and boosted. He is quarantining and says that he has cold-like symptoms, but encourages everyone to get boosted. In other COVID news, most of the libraries are out of the free take-home COVID test. The county executive is holding a press conference today with the Annapolis Mall and Live Hotel and Casino to talk about how to distribute home kits before the holidays. Stay tuned to eyeonannapolis.net for a little bit on that a little bit later. Methinks the city of Annapolis and the Annapolis Police Department are in a bit of trouble. As I suspected, the story about the man in custody whose death was ruled a homicide is growing. Now the APD is backtracking a little bit. After saying that the state's attorney was investigating it, they did release a statement yesterday saying, that they were investigating it. And apparently the Annapolis Police Department learned of this homicide ruling in, quote, early November, but declined to give the Capitol a specific date. Now, this will turn into a who knew what and when type of a situation. Was it known before the primary or general elections? The autopsy was signed on September 20th, one day before the primary. The Capitol is digging very hard into this, and we'll be following Lily Price and Alex Mann's investigation as they progress. The Crofton Police have their own problem as well. One of their own has pleaded guilty to theft of $3,830 from the Crofton Civic Association and sentenced to 1 year of probation and restitution. Corporal Bernie Williams took an Alford plea, which doesn't admit guilt but does admit that there's enough evidence to convict him. He was accused of falsifying his time records between January and November of 2020. The Crofton Police Department discovered the discrepancies and asked the Anne Arundel County Police Department to do the investigation. The corporal was initially suspended with pay, and after entering the plea, he agreed to resign immediately. Now, for those that are unaware, Crofton is a special tax district and has their own little government and police force. It's small, like a chief and 3 officers small, but a police force nonetheless. And I just noticed on their website that they're looking for a new officer. Phillips Crab House left Annapolis a long time ago, and now they're leaving Ocean City, Maryland after 66 years. In a Facebook post, they thanked all their customers over the years and employees and said that they are now focusing on their Baltimore location and growth of the retail, club, food service, and international businesses. Kind of the end of an era, I guess. Hey, this is something new. The Military Bowl is doing a 50-50 raffle this year. You can buy tickets at the game or in advance on an app if you're an Anne Arundel County resident. They will draw a winner in the fourth quarter, and the other half of the money goes to support Patriot Point, which is the Military Bowl Foundation's 300-acre retreat for recovering service members. All of the details are at militarybowl.org. And speaking of the Military Bowl, you want to head on over to our All Annapolis Facebook page. I do have a very easy contest going to give away a whole bunch of tickets. And as we begin to wrap it up for today, let's do a Ticket Tuesday, courtesy of Rams Head On Stage and the Military Bowl. If you want to see Stephen Kellogg on Monday the 27th and combine it with the Military Bowl, we'll make it a great doubleheader for you. Send me an email or a DM and tell me why you want to go, and maybe I'll hook you up with tickets to see Stephen Kellogg and the Military Bowl. Or actually, it'd be vice versa. It'd be the Military Bowl first and then Stephen Kellogg. Make sure you check out ramsheadonstage.com and see all the great shows coming up. I'm personally headed to see Puddle's Pity Party tonight, and I am excited. My girlfriend, not so much. Some podcast news for you. Might have a bonus pod a little bit later this week with Leah and Susan from the Anne Arundel County Food Bank. And up this weekend on the Local Business Spotlight, Shay Cook and the Crusaders for Change. And if you know of a local business that needs to be spotlighted, let me know and I will reach out to them. My email address is info@eyeonannapolis.net. Finally, remember we're taking a few days off over the holidays. No DNB episodes on Friday the 24th or Monday the 27th, or Friday the 31st or Monday the 3rd. Need your news fix? Make sure you go to eyeonannapolis.net for all of that. All right, that is it for the news. But first, a quick thank you to our sponsors for today's Daily News Brief: Solar Energy Services, the Kristi Neidhardt Team of Northrop Realty, a Long End Foster Company, and the Hospice of the Chesapeake. So now hang tight. We have George Young from DCMDVA Weather standing by with your locally forecast weather report. All of that coming up in a few seconds.
Another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt of the Kristi Neidhardt Team from Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster Company.
Because love is what moves us. This holiday season, I'm hoping to encourage you to think of things a little bit differently. Instead of focusing on buying presents, be present. Instead of wrapping gifts, wrap someone in a hug. Instead of sending gifts, send peace. Instead of seeing lights, be the light. Hi, I'm Kristi Neidhardt. If your dream for 2022 is a new place to call home, give yourself the gift of planning ahead. We are taking appointments between now and the end of January for people wanting to put their homes on the market this spring. Give us a call and take the first step in making the dream of your next home come true.
That's another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt. To get in touch, call 410-599-1370 or visit kn-team.com. That's kn-team.com.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Tuesday, December 21st. Not a bad start to the work and school week yesterday for the Annapolis region, despite being a bit below average for the first time in a while. But the rest of the week should be near average on the whole, except for a big warm-up on Christmas Day. Look for mixed skies today with highs near 50 degrees, followed by sunshine tomorrow through the weekend with 40s and 50s for highs and 20s and 30s each day for AM lows, ahead of a very nice Christmas Day on Saturday with plenty of sunshine and temps well above average with highs in the 58 to 65 degree range across all of Anne Arundel County. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there. Stay healthy and be safe. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter and use our website each day at dcmdvaweather.info, and definitely download our app on all of your devices by searching for DCMDVA Weather from the Apple or Google App Stores, so you can always stay weather informed as we wrap up 2021 and move into 2022.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. With all the talk of energy resilience in the news recently, I'm surprised there's not more talk about solar plus batteries, especially since 1/3 of all of our new residential solar projects include a battery backup system that provides instant energy security and peace of mind. And with incentives in place for battery backup, this investment is now more affordable than ever. With financing rates as low as 0.99% and plans offering 18 months same as cash, it's now easier than ever to go solar with no money down. Financing creates an easy bill swap scenario where you replace your electric bill with a loan payment, allowing you to build equity in your own personal energy supply. Don't wait for your next power outage to act. Contact us today at 410-923-6090 or visit us at solarsaves.net to learn more about solar with battery backup. Don't wait another minute. Sunshine's are wasted.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
Hello, Sean Lynch here from the team at Galway Bay to tell you about our very own Irish eggnog. This wonderful creamy drink is a handcrafted, traditional style eggnog distilled and bottled in Ireland. It's made from an old Irish recipe with a blend of alcohol, spices and Irish cream that is completely unique and has now become an Annapolis tradition. When you visit one of our local restaurants here, either at Galway Bay in historic downtown Annapolis, Killarney House in Davidsonville or Brian Brew in Severna Park, please mention this ad to your server or bartender to get a complimentary taste. Share this delicious concoction with friends and family for a thoughtful and unique holiday gift. available by the bottle, case and half case at all 3 locations. Or go to our website at galwaybaymd.com for further information.
Also available at Pirates Cove Restaurant and Dock Bar in Galesville.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.